Hey everyone, welcome back to another repaint video. Today's repaint is based off the Raptors as seen in the new Adult Swim cartoon series, Primal. For those of you that don't know what Primal is, it's a new, mature cartoon series on Adult Swim. It was created by Genndy Tartakovsky. If you don't know who he is, he created a lot of classic cartoon shows like Dexter's Laboratory, Powerpuff Girls, and Samurai Jack, and I highly recommend you check out the show. I absolutely love it. It has no dialogue in it. It's just fantastic visuals and a great story. Absolutely love that series. So this particular raptor was only seen in episode 4. I think it was called Terror Under the Blood Moon, and there was a whole flock of these, like probably like 100 of these raptors chasing down the main characters, Fang and Spear. And I just want to do a quick repaint based off them because I'm a huge fan of that series. So it's a pretty simple repaint, just a lot of matte colors. Now, if you've seen the show, from scene to scene, if you look at the Raptors, the pattern is always changing on them. Some of them have more stripes down their back. In some scenes, there's no stripes. Even in different scenes, the stripes on the tail don't go all the way around the tail. Like, they just stop right here. So I kind of just went with the 2 stripes along the back right here. I just kind of like the way that look. Like, literally, I'm not kidding. If you just look at every scene, the patterns are totally different on the Raptors. So pretty nice repaint. It didn't take me long to do. I just want to do something quick. I've been working on my Battle of Big Rock Allosaurus. I just want to take a break from that. So this only took me a couple of hours to do. The Raptors in Primal have a pretty cool color scheme. They have this dark gray head with this bright red body and gray stripes with this bright yellow underbelly, and they have brown claws. So the way I painted this figure, I just primed it up with Krylon paint and primer, the white paint, and I just used the apple barrel acrylic paints that you can like get at Walmart for like 50 cents a tube. The main body is red apple, the stomach is apricot, and the head is pewter gray. The claws are a nutmeg brown, and I just used bright red for the eyes as I drop a tube on the ground. Oh good, it didn't explode. So I sealed this up with Tester's dull coat, and this is my new sealer of choice. I was using like matte acrylic spray finish, and it just left my figures too shiny looking. It just didn't look matte. Like, here is another repaint I did a while ago. This is the Chaos Effect Raptor, and you can see it's much shinier compared to the dull coat used on the Primal Raptor. I've been using this dull coat now on the last couple of my repaints, and I will never ever go back to the other matte finishes. I just think it looks a lot better without that glossy sheen on it. So let's pull it in a little bit closer. Normally when I do my repaints, I'll use a gloss to make the eye look wet and the claws shiny, but since this is based off the cartoon, I just want to keep the colors very matte looking and just kind of anime accurate. The only thing I probably would do differently is maybe use a lighter shade of yellow for the stomach. I feel like it just came out maybe a little too dark compared to the animation models, but all in all, it is a repaint that I am happy I did. I am actually planning on doing Fang at some point. I haven't figured out how I'm going to do it yet. I'm thinking about maybe picking up a Mattel Acrocanthosaurus from the Roivor line and doing some modifications to it. I'm thinking about, obviously cutting a claw off on the Metria to give the 2 claws like the T-Rex species in the show, and maybe sculpting some of those large cartoon teeth into it. So it's something I'm definitely going to look into working on. I just have a few other things I want to finish up first before I dive into that. So I actually might be picking up more Raptors if I can find them on clearance and just have a whole herd of these like they were in the cartoon show. So that will do it for this repaint video. I hope you like this repaint, and like I said, if you haven't seen the show yet, definitely go check it out. It's really, really cool, and I hate the way it ended, but I hope that we get more episodes soon. So anyways, don't forget to hit like and subscribe. Each subscription helps out the channel tremendously, and it's greatly appreciated. And I'll see you guys for the next one.